Bashers. Tuesday, April 22nd at 5:02, a couple minutes late. Hey, gang, how's everybody today? The first day of the iBashers week is Tuesday, and it is always Speedy Tuesday because it's my favorite watch. What about you? Let's see who's got in the room. Number one, it is the incomparable Ray Raphael in at number one. That's impossible. Oh, my God. How did you do it? We love you, Ray. Incredibile, sir. I did it. Sorry, Dave, Fahrenheit 451. I think he might have given it to you. It's possible. Proper pussycats in proper space. Yeah. I'm back using the original thumbnail program that I used because the other one is just getting too artsy fartsy and weird for me, and I just wasn't digging it at all. But Dave Fitzsimon says, "Well done, Ray." I love it when the Bashers give shout out to each other, and he goes, "I've been waiting for you, Ray. No, don't stop." As Kermit says, "It's not easy being three." Or is it green? I don't know, Dave. You tell me. Dave, I hit it so fast I spelled did wrong. But you did it. You definitely did it, my friend. And how wonderful for you. Dave says, Ray, how is little Dean and little Dave Fahrenheit 451 doing over there? That's true. The beautiful Lammy Poos, how are they doing? And Mr. Gutierrez is here, the real one, the one and only original, our very own Daniel Gutierrez is here. Good one, Raphael. Congratulations. DG, baby. Ray, nothing to be sorry about. You definitely did it, sir. No basher will let that slip past you. That's for sure. And Botty House here. Hey, Botty House. Great to see you in the room. As always. Anybody watch Mobland last night? It got really super duper juicy. Finally, that story got God. Helen Mirren's not a good person at all. Boy, Maeve, Jesus, Maeve. Kevin Landon upvoted number 5 today. Happy Tuesday to Dirk and all the Bashers. Those were the days, Americans and Soviets. They met in space so peacefully. No work today. Kevin Landon says, happy's the day, the Speedy Tuesday. What was her name? Those were the days. I always forget that woman's name. Terrific. I think she had one song. And for all my Jellyfish fans out there, you'll know that the song Bye 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 from their second record was a tribute to that. I always forget her name. I'm sure you guys know. She's got a very Irishy last name, Mick something or other. McFarlane, Mary McFadden, or Mary Mick something or other. I don't remember what it was. But I should know. Our very own Julian, who, by the way, sent me a message, and I want to read it out to you very carefully. He had a little bit of a health scare this morning. Just want to let all the Bashers out. Send your prayers and thoughts to our very own resident artist, Julian. Had a bit of a blood pressure issue, and it said he took his stuff, his tablets that he needed, but he woke up really dizzy. Went back to sleep, wound up having some tea, and he's feeling a little bit better. But all our thoughts go out there to our beautiful Julian, because we don't want any of our Bashers to be unwell, because that's, we depend on you, Julian, every single day for the beautiful photographs and all the great stuff you send us, your adages, which I'm going to read now. And we love you, man. A politician is a man who will double cross that bridge when he comes to it. Wow. Look at the little characters down there. Look at yen, dollars. I don't know what the other ones are. Very interesting though. Currency symbols. There is no such thing as an empty space or an empty time. There's always something to see, something to hear. In fact, try as we may to make a silence we cannot, says Julian. I haven't gotten the new computer yet because I'm doing some configurations. This little slow motion thing that it does, I've not been able to figure out what's doing it, but it doesn't matter because this thing's going to go the way of the dinosaur within a week or so. I apologize. I did not realize that Sunday's show was blurry. I have this method where I clean my lenses, I get everything done, and I actually looked at the recording of the show, and that too was blurry. So I don't know what was going on. Maybe the render in between my camera and my video card. And it looks like I'm going to have to do this again too. So hold on one split second. And put myself back in there. It's still acting a little goofy. Yeah, I don't know. It'll get fixed. If something is boring after 2 minutes, try it for 4. If still boring, then 8, then 16, then 2, then 32. Eventually, one discovers that it is not boring at all. Unless, what if it is boring? You know how I felt Oppenheimer, Julian? I wanted to love that movie. I really, really, and truly wanted to love that movie. It's got everything right up my street. And man, oh, Shevitz, I was just bored throughout. And I don't know why. It just was a boring movie. But yeah, I find that there's been movies out there. I'll never forget the first time I saw Casino. I thought it was a ripoff. I thought Scorsese was ripping himself off, and I didn't love it. And then it's now probably my favorite Scorsese film. I think it might very well be. So things can happen, and you're right. We are living in a world today where lemonade is made from artificial flavors and furniture polish is made from real lemons. All I think of is my mom cleaning the furniture with lemon pledge. Lemon pledge. The earth is suffocating. It is. Just watch Wall-E. Swear to make them cut me open so that I won't be buried alive. Oh, Jesus Christ. That's dark, Julian. Dark. Dark, I say. I'm having a beautiful Drew B coffee in my beautiful my handsome Joe LaFaro glass. Cheers to you, Bashers. Cheers, Basheroonies. Renaissance says, as something has involuntarily crept into my head through my eyes, I love to indulge it, even though it may all be wrong. I love the scissors and all that stuff. Well, let me tell you something. You're not off your game, my friend. I know you had a little bit of a scare, but you are on point. Thank God the YouTube gods didn't delete them today. Wouldn't that have been a shit show and not fun? Melly C, happy Speedy Tuesday. Dirk and all the Bashers. Well done, Ray Ray. Oh, Melly C, thank you, darling. And our incredible Andrew Walkwich, Canadian $5. Congratulations, Ray Ray. Be an inspiration to others and an asset to the iBashers, which of course he is, as you all are. Upvote, and well, not all of you. some of you aren't. Working till 5:30. I'll watch the recording. Oh, boo. Well, we're going to give you a big bang boom for that, because the Andrew Walkwich gong, it's official. It's his. I just realized I didn't change my background. I still have the background from Watch Fashion Police yesterday. Let me fix that. Isn't that silly? Isn't that settings? Virtual background. This is the magic of Hollywood, my dear friends. Boom. There you go. Because there's just a green screen behind me, and that's all that there is. Paddle Power coming back for you. Ray Ray is the man. Congratulazione. Indeed. Oni, I should say. Dean, well done, Ray Ray. How much dud you pay, Dave Fahrenheit 451? Oh, our resident comedian in chief. Franco Fiore, grazie mille, signore. Please upvote. It's right down there if you can hit that upvote thing. We had a great time on Watch Fashion Police. It was our first one in quite a while. It was really great to hang out with the Watch Fashion Police. It was mostly it was a very long one. It was the longest Watch Fashion Police to date at almost 2 hours, 1 hour, 41 minutes. Because we just had a lot to catch up on. And it's always great to see Michaela's got a new thing on her show, and Sheen's been popping out content left and right. And of course, I'm on here every day. So everybody's really super duper busy. And so we just decided to do the best of watches and wonders, which was great. And I think we all decided, we were all on the same page with what's the greatest thing. And there was a lot of duds there, I thought. But, after a while, like Julian said, certain watches that I used to not like AP Royal Oaks, I used to hate them. Now I love them. And I looked at them for 35 minutes, I guess, and now I love them. I'm an old-fashioned Omega guy. I like Rolex. I like Omega. I mean, that's just who I am. All the other ones, if I had crazy money or a sugar daddy, I'd have a Vacheron Constantin. But that's the beauty about watches. Like, we went through a bunch of watches, and we were all just trying to figure out, once they start to get crazy, like that Cartier weight scale, that just was the ugliest thing I've ever seen. And I know it's novelties, and they're trying to come up with different things, because after all, you saw the perpetual calendar. That thing was just, absolutely insane. It's very busy watch, though. How wearable is that? Will anybody ever wear that watch other than a red carpet or an award show? Is anyone ever going to wear that watch? Like take it to the club or, go out, to the movies or dinner with your gal or whatever, whomever. No, I don't think so because it's beautiful and the engineering is crazy. It's got more complications than anybody's marriage. So I don't know. It was beautiful. It's beautiful. It was so busy, and it's funny because busy watches are often very ugly. Like I used to not love Navitimers because I always thought that they were too busy. Now I love that watch. I love that brand. I did a whole episode on Breitling and why I don't go watch crazy anymore. I'm going to do a lot more watch content this summer because I'm getting a bit of the bug back in me, and it's really I know I play Omega reference Russian roulette all day long, and that bores the crap out of people, but I don't know what it is about the warmer weather and short sleeve shirts and things like that because it's real hot in New York right now. It's about 82 degrees, and just New York is that kind of place where we don't have much of a spring or a fall anymore. It's mostly summer winter. And I wanted to bring that up to Dino because I waited so long to I planted my basil, and I also got some like little some saplings from the local market, and they're all doing really super well. We've had a lot of rain, but they're looking great. So I just didn't know. I know I did it really, really late because the weather's just not been good for us. And if any of you guys out there grow your own vegetables or your own flowers or any of the stuff that you do, I mean, none of us are Dean, obviously, we know that. And Easy E, can I give a big shout out to our Easy E, who's never live on the show? He's a Patreon, he's a friend, I've met him in person, and we love that guy. He's a great watch enthusiast, a terrific guy, and he's never here on the show. And I just wanted to give you a shout out, Easy A, man. Love you so much. Thanks for being like one of the original bashers. You're just never on the show because you work so hard. He's got a big time career and he's never around. But I just wanted to give you a special shout out because the stuff that you do for us here over at iBashers makes a difference, and you're a swell guy. And you and me and Carolyn Martin are going to go have a coffee. And we've been threatening that for over a year, and I want to threaten you with it right now. We're going to make that happen. Because Carolyn, did she send me this video? She took a video. They named the puppy. And she sent me, she didn't send me the video, but she said she was going to. So, Carolyn, if you're watching, could you please send that video of you pulling the name out of the hat? If you're not watching today, I know you're a very busy lady, and I get it. But I would appreciate it because I know all the bashers would love to see the name of the puppy. Today, I'll just tell you the truth. I went to court this morning. It's yet another postponement for other things because we actually engaged the services of a very powerful attorney to try to take care of our little problem that we have here with DL. But on the way there early this morning, I went past a shop, and the most beautiful, this is a really shit neighborhood. And let me tell you something, it's my hometown. It's Jamaica, New York, which is my hometown. It's where Kennedy Airport is. Though I didn't grow up near the airport, it's a very big place. So where all this stuff is, federal hoo-ha, and this federal, local, the civil, it's just a crap town. I can say that because it's my crap town. I'm walking past the store, and there's this beautiful, perfect tuxedo cat just sitting greeting people on the sidewalk. And I go up to it because, of course, I can't resist. And it goes inside the store, and this cat wanted nothing to do with me. I wants to look at all the people, but it was so perfect, so glaucous, and like I just saw him immediately, and I went in there, and I wanted to grab a picture for Melly C because I was like, oh my God, this could be Mindy's cousin, so perfect. And then when I get in there, there's a beautiful, tiny little gray and white tabby cat on the counter. And I was like, oh, please tell me they're not here to rat. He goes, no, they're our pets. We love them. We don't let them touch the mice. Like, thank God for that. But it was a nice little a nice little thing for an early morning court date, which is never very fun. But, listen, let the people pile as much shit on you as you can. The truth shall set you free. And that's what's good. Ken Furby, we love you, man. Hello, everyone. Nice one, Ray. Love the art, Dirk. The art. Which art? the art of me changing this green screen. Actually, this is a blue screen. The reason why I have a blue screen, you know why I switched to blue screen? Because of that. because you couldn't see that before, because on a green screen, green disappears. And that's why I did it. And it's funny, I surprised Asheen with it one day, because he's like, well, we're never going to see the crystal on that thing. Surprise. Upvote and subscribe. Congratulations, Ray Ray, numero uno for today. Let's blow as much smoke up Raphael's ass as we can, because he deserves it. He does. And Glen Parker is the place to be. Speedy Tuesday to you all. I love my listen. I gotta just tell you something about this. And I know I've gone on this a million times. This, in my humble opinion, is the greatest bracelet I've ever put on my wrist. Second best was the first Omega in space. That bracelet was whatever their Speedy Gate shit was. And you know what's really, really funny? So I did that video. I was invited to the Omega store, and I was in there when it was closed, and I did the whole thing on the first Omega in space, and I met the manager, and they didn't want me to mention names, and I won't. But he was a terrific guy. We had a great time. But then at the end of the thing, I mentioned Speedy Gate, and he knew what it was. And I was like, oh, yeah, that's my buddy in Venice. I never heard from him again. I was like, maybe I just, you know me, I'm like, I tell everybody everything. I'm just an idiot. But I probably shouldn't have done that, because I sent him the video, because I thought he would enjoy it, because I, blew all the smoke as far up Omega's ass as I possibly could. But I truly love that watch. And I'm just such an Omega guy. It's just Omega is my watch love child. I just love everything about Speedmasters. It's just my thing. It's like guys who love Les Pauls, or your brand, your favorite brand of whatever it is you're into. Never heard from that guy. He never said thanks, great job, or wow, take that down, it's horrible. Never did it. Drooby doo, where are you? You know what day it is, Dino. Oh, spaghetti-o. Are we going to have a moon swatch appearance? Basically, I never know where mine is. Because to be honest with you, I just throw it all over the place. Is it even in my drawer? I have a drawer here that I keep all my stuff in. It's not here. I don't even have it on my desk. Because, I do have it. I'll double fist. Unless Dean's going to tell me to get rid of it. I'm not going to do it. I'll just do it for a minute, okay? I'll do it for a hot minute. And hey, Tesh, I did not forget you. When I find that strap that I bought that's too big for me, I know I put it in an envelope. I just don't know where the envelope is. Double fisty. I'll take it off because Dean will get mad. But, yeah. Drewby, it's real Speedy Tuesday. And Dean sent us a picture of his actual beautiful, gorgeous, incredible Speedmaster. Let's see. Let me make sure. Let me take a look at that, because you just sent it to me. Where was it? I have some really nice. There it is. It's Speedy Tuesday, right? Yeah, he's got the 3861. Looking nice. Looking good, Dino. Steve Mac 3, our other incredible artist. Hi, Dirk, and hi, all my Basher buds from Scotland. Is it Tuesday again already? It is, Joe. It's Tuesday again. How are you, Joey Joe? Jojo. Oh, and look at this. He sent me a picture of spring. Oh, nice. Ooh. Can I just say something? I'm going to say this on the show. And I was like, don't say that. This is no offense to Tudor at all, because I think Tudor makes beautiful watches, but I watched the Adrian Barker video. He made a little short about how it's not a poor man's Rolex. I don't like the term poor man's anything, but the examples that he used were interesting. He compared it to like Richemont or Swatch Brand, that are a big company that own many different previously, existing watches. But Rolex Hans Wilsdorf invented Tudor to be for the folks that couldn't afford Rolex. That's what it was for. Not that it was a lesser watch. They're not lesser watches. In some ways, they're even greater. I don't want to piss off all the Tudor fans, Carolyn Martin. I love Tudor. I don't have one, but I would love a Black Bay, or I love them. I think they're really cool. I love the vintage, the prints. Ooh. I love that stuff. But it was designed to be a watch brand that was affordable for people who could not afford Rolex, because Rolex has never been positioned as a cheaper watch brand. It's always been the crown, So I just thought his examples were, and I'm not trying to correct him, but it was just he could have picked better examples. Their innovation, but it's the same company. We all know, everybody knows that they made that watch. So using the term poor man's is not exactly the right terminology for anybody to use, but it was invented just to be a cheaper form of Rolex. Rolex Montrez Tudor. Just saying. Not that he cares what I have to say. Andy M., good evening, kind sir. Wishing you and yours only good things. Only good things. Only good things from you, my friend. From me to you. Don't sing the Beatles on your show. It's never a good idea. First cats in space. Gutted the moon wasn't made of tuna. I know. When you were a kid, did you think it was made out of cheese? I did. Mary Hopkins, Roar of the Tiger is the thrill of the fight. If you like that song, do you like that song? Go check out a song called Bye, Bye, Bye by Jellyfish. It's on their Spilt Milk album, and it's got a real, it's got that whole vibe. And they did it on purpose. Jellyfish was not the most original band in the whole wide world, but what they did was beyond spectacular. And I love when guys like Mike Portnoy, who's the drummer for Dream Theater, he's one of the most respected drummers in the world. He's always wearing a Jellyfish t-shirt. And him and his beautiful daughter actually covered I Want to Stay Home from their first album, which I thought was really cool. Hi, Dirk. Hi, Roar the Tiger. It's great to see you in the room. How are you, buddy? Ray Dean. Funny you asked. Photo sent of the Laddins. Oh, you sent pictures? Great. I love Tuesday. It's my favorite day of the week. Can I say that? Do I have to pick a day? I love Tuesday. I love Speedy Tuesday, like making the thumbnails. Wasn't that nice? A Soviet cosmonaut and a NASA astronaut shaking hands because in space there are no enemies, right? John Doe, hey, who am I to judge? R.I.P. Pope Francis. Yeah, we talked about that a little bit yesterday. Gutted, man. Of course, everybody's going around with these J.D. Vance with a pillow in his hand, standing over. I saw a lot of them. I'm like, too soon, people, too soon. Pope Francis, and I want to make a correction. I'm going to make a correction here. I'm going to send this little message out to sweet Uncle Curly, who said that he called him the woke Pope. He called him he didn't like this Pope very much because of his woke position. So here's the story about Pope Francis. Pope Francis was probably the basis of Christianity is to be as Christ-like as you possibly can. I don't think we have ever in the history of popedom ever had anybody who is as Christ-like, who lived by his vow of poverty, did not judge others based on their orientation, their race, their color, their creed. This was a truly open book like Jesus Christ was. Now, I'm not a high holy roller, but when people preach about Christianity and they don't know what the very meaning of Christianity is, I just want to let you know that I watched the show. You know, I watched the show, and it's cool. I get a couple of giggles out of it too. It's all circular drama. However, it's impossible to hate a man as great as that guy was, because and you're also completely incorrect about what he did with about the molestation scandals and the terrible things that went on behind the closed doors of the. He was the one that exposed it, and he was the only one that did it. He was the one that talked about it openly. He was the most progressive, and I mean progressive in its actual definition. He was a guy that was trying to make a difference. So please don't call him woke. That's a new terminology that's got really bad connotations. This is a friendly aside to let you know what a great man he was. He wasn't woke. He was Christ-like. And that's what Christianity is supposed to be. You're not supposed to hate people because they come from a different fake border on the other side of a fence. You're supposed to embrace prostitutes and gay people and all those things. Lepers. Thankfully we don't have lepers now. But I saw that and I was just like, I'm going to just mention it on my show. Just a little circular drama for you. It's a shout out. Roar the Tiger. Joe LaFaro. Thank you, Joe. Thank you, Joe, for everything. Congratulations, Scotty H. Ray, Scotty H, Lord H. Dirk, I sent you a couple of unboxing photos. It's Speedy Tuesday. Is it a Speedmaster? Oh, okay. I see what it is. It's not a Speedmaster, but it's an unboxing. And wristwatch chick. Everybody's going crazy about her. She's very cool, right? We're digging her a lot. She's got a bright future. No nonsense. What a great gal. Red Shovels gal. We're very proud of them. They're the cutest thing in the world. Very excited to see her show. Give her a subscribe if you can. We talked about her on the show yesterday. Is anyone in the mood to watch Conclave? I've seen it 5 times. It's my favorite movie of the last years. And I think it's listen, he died on Easter Monday. So people around the world who are not Catholic, because, there's lots of Christians in the whole wide world, but not everyone's a Catholic. I think it's something like only like 1.2 billion people. Just that's all. Didn't know about the conclave or how the conclave worked. And yesterday we were watching the actual sealing of the chambers of the Pope on some YouTube channel where they had a camera and they were going around and they were doing all that stuff. And I was like, where's the wax seal? Where's the wax seal? And then he came and he did it. And it was pretty accurate. It was pretty amazing. So yeah, if you want to know how it works, that's not going to happen for a while because, he's lying in state right now. So there's a lot of things that need to be done. Then they're going to assemble them for the conclave. Great movie though. Scotty H. Nice. My account is muted on the watch. Is it too? I have no power over there, my friend. You can see it. There you go. Holy crap. What did that? The weather changes. The only time allergies get me is when the weather changes. And the weather just changed, or else I'm being struck down. Who knows? Vasilios P. I have no power on that site. I'm not an admin on that site. I'm only an admin on iBashers. It's my own island. Vasilios P. Good evening to all. Great to see you, our Greek friend. Scotty H.S. Dean, not really, but I love it. Dud dun dud dun dud dun dud dun dud dun dud dun 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 dun. Oh, a Pink Panther theme. Dun 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 dun. Henry Mancini, what an amazing thing. Shane McGee says, fuck Katy Perry. Ray Ray beating Dave Fahrenheit 451 is better than proper history. Man. Oh, and then there was also the thing about misogyny and the girls going into space. Come on. Let's not try to milk stuff out. The whole thing, I don't care if it's guys, girls, or giraffes. It's a ride at this point in the game. The wonder is taken out of it. Go straight up, 11 minutes, down. It's barely space. Go on the vomit comet. D. Stop at the double fisting. I did. I stopped. I did. I'm done. I put it on for just a brief moment, and I just don't want to piss off Dino. I don't want to do that to him. Shane McGee, you at home and not the hospital. He's home, I believe. Yeah, he's home. He better be. JC Kingsley just sent me an email. Hey, JC. I hate when you disappear for too long, buddy. Listen, man, Dirk is watching. Dirk knows. And a special shout out to my beautiful, absolute Basher Supreme, Angela Minichello, whom is never on the show. 2 guys that are never on the show that I absolutely adore. Both of whom I've met. Angela Minichello and Al Benedetti. I'm going to give a couple of little shout outs today because I just want to let you know, thank you guys for all that you do. And I miss you guys when you're not able to be on the show live, It's great. I know everybody can't always be on the show. I do it every day, so there's lots of opportunities to do that. But thank you so much for all that stuff. And I'd love to see you on the show more. And I'd love to see some Gallery of Bastards from you. And I hope I've reached out to Angelo, and I haven't heard back from him in a while. He's still a Patreon. He's still, and I spoke to him once. He just said, I'm really, really busy with life. And of course, I want to give everybody space. Not everybody has time to just goof around on YouTube all day long. And Al Benedetti's a very, very busy guy too. But shout outs to 2 of my favorite people. Just want to say. Dean, I just got home last Wednesday, dude. Haven't been right since. Was it the food? Hospital food. Every time, when Jewel was in the hospital and we were there for every day for weeks, going down, you wind up eating the worst crap ever in hospitals. Not the patients, the visitors. You go down there and you'll get a burger or whatever kind of crappy sandwich they have, but there's just so much a plethora of junky snacks, chips, and it's just hospital food is just. And then you see what's on her plate. We were sneaking her in food. I would gladly give contents of. Gee, I don't want to say that word on the. For a tutor PO1, use proper words as not to offend. Not gonna say that word. Rhymes with totem. Shane McGee hospital food. Yeah, it's just the worst. Ray says, not like I need them anymore, thankfully. Being Irish, I remember Pope John Paul he was very popular, sure, but he was very conservative Pope. He was very, very, very conservative Pope. And a former Hitler youth. Dirk, based on what you would love my write-up on borders, I bet you I would. And also, been too long. Great to see you. JC, it's so great to have you in the room. We miss you, man. Great shot. If Rolex were the Beatles, what brand would Tudor be? The Quarrymen? Oh, that's very interesting. You know, that's really hard to say. If the Rolex were the Beatles, you know what? Maybe Badfinger. I mean, you're right, though. It can't be Badfinger, even though no matter what you are. Oh, great song. I guess the Quarrymen would be. What was Rolex called before when it was Hans Wilsdorf and his buddy in London? What was it called first? I should know this off the top of my head, and I don't. Before he came up with the Rolex name. So it may be a later thing. Maybe can't be the plastic Ono band. You know what it would be? Wings. How about that? If the Beatles are Rolex, then Tudor are Wings. How about that? I think that's fair. Because I like Wings, and they have great songs, but they're not the Beatles. That's just how it is. Hey, Goose Hunter. Good evening, all good people. Great to see you in the room. Goose Hunter. Scotty H, bless you. Thank you very, very much. It's gone now for sure. Yeah. Dirk, I really hope you get an amazing photo of Cat Super Shot. I didn't get a cat. Of the cat today, I didn't get a cat. I didn't. It just happened so fast. Sede Vicante. Joe LaFaro. I know you're Catholic. Sent the borders right up to. Oh, thanks very much, buddy. I love reading your stuff. Title: War Over the Border and Over the Edge. Indeed. Conclave was released on Prime today. Someone on Twitter said their marketing was crazy. I mean, did you see it? It was so well done. Like sometimes they'd phrase the frame and it would look like Caravaggio. It was incredibly shot. The soundtrack was gorgeous. The acting was like silent movie. Ray Fiennes' face. And then, the beautiful Becky Brown asked me to watch. She told me how much she loved A Complete Unknown, and I watched it, and I really enjoyed it a whole lot. The thing I took away from that was that Edward Norton should have gotten the Oscar this year because Kieran Culkin won for A Fine Mess, which was one of the most insidious, annoying, what do you call that when somebody's just so annoying? And he's the same character in everything he does. And I like him. I loved Succession. I like him a lot. But man, let me tell you something about Edward Norton's performance in A Complete Unknown. Timothy Chalamet was magnificent, no doubt about it. However, Edward Norton for me was that whole film. He embodied Pete Seeger. He got his voice. He got his head tilt. He transformed. He looked like him. And it's very hard when you're an actor and you're creating something off of a page. You have a lot of room to do what you want to do to create a character. But when you're an actor, it almost might be harder. And we're so inundated with biopics. The Freddie Mercury thing and the Doors movie. And there's been this is by Ray Charles, which was great. And he won an Oscar for that. He was amazing in that. Edward Norton's work in that film was some of the best work I've seen on screen in ages. It was up there with Ray Fiennes in Conclave. It was quiet and it was simple and it was direct. It wasn't over the top in any way, shape, or form. That guy's a brilliant actor who gets nominated all the time and never wins anything. Kieran Culkin, he was just being Kieran Culkin. I don't know. And that guy, I don't remember his name. He's just too annoying. Everything's so he's the new Woody Allen without being Woody Allen. In your opinion, which film directed by Mel Gibson is his masterpiece? I would say Passion of the Christ. I would say that movie was, you can't watch it more than once. I've seen it only the one time. I went to see that movie with Emmett and Colin the weekend it came out, we saw it on the Upper East Side of Manhattan, or whatever year that was. We went to the movies and we went to go see that. And I would say that was my favorite. I also, can I say how much I loved Hacksaw Ridge? You know, Mel Gibson is a very talented artist on many levels. You know, he's got a problem with the drink, the ladies, and a couple of choice words. But then again, like, can you watch Bill Cosby's comedy? Can you listen to, you know, stuff like that? Can you watch anything that was produced by Harvey Weinstein? My answer is always yes. I like to try to look behind that. I don't like people who do drugs, yet I seem to read everybody's book about drugs. And all my rock star guys were all big coke fiends. So I would say, and what was the one, Apocalypto? That was pretty amazing too. He's directed some pretty great films. As a matter of fact, I don't know how many films he's directed. By the way, did anybody notice that when Rory McIlroy won the Masters, he was wearing a silver Snoopy? Did anybody notice that? I think I got a picture of it. Let me get it for you. I don't know. I'm just digressing. I'm taking a right turn here. How cool was this? Irish guy with a Speedmaster. Look at that. Silver Snoopy. Congratulations. Amazing. Anybody notice that? I thought that was really cool. Really, really, really cool. I haven't gotten an update on Gus for a couple of days. Are you going to send me the video? Carolyn Martin is here. She's in the room. Hello. Up votes. Up. We need updates. You want upvotes or updates? You tell us, Carolyn. Carolyn, you going to send us the name video? It doesn't have to be today. If you could do it for whatever Wednesdays would be great. 22 people have not upvoted. Hello, Tishi. Please upvote if you can. It's right down. You wouldn't believe the difference in me. I did an experiment. I didn't upvote on my own videos because I have another, my regular Dirk Kennedy one, and I stopped getting iBashers thumbnails when I turned on YouTube. So it really changes everything. It really does. I would love an update on Gus, because they're worried about infections. So of course he's on a course of antibiotics. So we're hoping that everything goes well with him. Of course. Thanks so much, and I agree. Rora of the Tiger. This past Easter was unusual in that the Eastern churches follow the Julian calendar. We, the Gregorian, but this year both celebrated on the 20th. Yeah, very great. Yeah, it was very true. Beautiful. It's very interesting and very rarely. Tudor would be the Kinks. That's pretty good, Kieran. Yeah, you're right. It's Paul McCartney and Wings. I agree. I think it took a while for me to figure that out, but 100% correct, Joe LaFaro. What is your favorite Paul McCartney and Wings song? I'll tell you, I think I told you one of my side hustles, which it's one place now. I used to do many bars and restaurants in the city. I'd go fix their audio or fix their pianos or their speakers, or amps, whatever there was, microphones. There's only one place left, and there's a guy there named Jim who I really love. He's a funny guy, and it's a cabaret where they have Broadway folks, people get up and sing. There's a piano and lots of different mics. So the piano player usually sings, but he'll say, and from cabaret, or from West Side Story, we have this, and from Showboat, we have this. People come in. Anyway, this guy is the biggest Beatles fan in the world, and he absolutely hates everything by Wings. And I'm like, everything? Like Uncle Albert, Band on the Run, Live and Let Die, the big one, the big great ones. He's like, all crap. Yeah, Wings is a great answer. Yeah, it's Wings. Wings. Everybody's saying Wings. I own a Tudor. They are a manufactured boy band. You know who was a boy band? And this, I love to say this to people who I hate all that primpy, puppy white snake and all that shite. 80s, right? You got all these Winger. The Sex Pistols were a manufactured boy band. They're the most unpunk thing that ever happened to punk rock. Punk rock, and I'm not a punk rock fan. I couldn't care less about punk rock. But The Clash, which I do love, the Ramones, Television, the Dead Boys, Blondie even, first couple of records, all that stuff. Patti Smith, that shit in the early, that's punk rock. Sex Pistols were the NSYNC of punk rock. They're manufactured boy band. Tudor's better than a manufactured boy band. They're way better. They're Wings, and that's great. Watch comparisons, great topic. Panel power. Oh, now you can talk about Cars. I want to see the Shia LaBeouf flick where he plays Padre P. I would love to see that too. I love Shia LaBeouf. He's a very troubled fella, but he's great. He's really, really great. And he's a terrific one. Terrific one. John Doe, I didn't give you a big bang boom for that. Look how bad I am. Do I have I don't have I need a more religious one. So I'll give you a little bit of this because it's got classical. Just because it's as close to godliness as we can musically, and that's for sure. Yeah, Apocalypto. You think Apocalypto. Yeah, American History X. Yeah, he was brilliant in that, Unbelievable. Goose Hunter, we'll talk about it. Looking at your amazing guitar collection in the background, the question arises, which of those artifacts do you have the greatest sentiment? This is a green screen, my friend. I have lots of guitars. I have a Fender. I do. This is green screen. So I'm transparent. This is not my beautiful guitar. I do not have a 335 with a Bigsby. I would love to have a 335 with a Bigsby. So what do you got? I see that American Telecaster. See, I'm peeling away the green screen. Okay, I got an American Telecaster Deluxe right here. This one you can't see it because it's green. It's an aquamarine. It is maple neck, noiseless pickups. It's got a piezo in the bridge position. This is my favorite guitar. I use it every day of my life. It never gets put away ever. I've got 3 Angelica acoustic guitars over here. I've got a 12 string, a 6 string, and a nylon string. I've got my Jackson Randy Rhodes up on the wall here. And over here, I've got a Gibson Howard Roberts Fusion because I'm an Emmett O'Malley and Alex Lifeson fan. I've got a Gretsch 185. I've got a Strat. I've got a bunch of basses. I currently have a Sheen's bass. I do not own a real Les Paul. I've got a Gibson Les Paul. What is my favorite guitar? It is my American Deluxe Telecaster built in 1994. And I bought it really cheap at Guitar Center because of the color. Nobody wanted it. I did 2 modifications to it. I put that beautiful mother of pearl scratch plate on there. And this bridge, because the green screen, you can't see the guitar. It looks like a Wonder Woman's guitar. This bridge I replaced because this has, each saddle is a microphone. So now if I was, is that a tune? Yeah. If I turn that on, it sounds exactly like an acoustic guitar because piezo has that ability to mimic its modeling. So it's a great thing. So for solo live shows, in Hitman, I don't ever touch a guitar. I only play piano at select Hitman shows. But because I have 2 guitar players, why would I need to fuck the whole thing up? But in my solo band, that thing, I could just switch it instantly. A lot of artists do that now. So that's my favorite one. But that's a very cool question. But these are all fake. What would I want? There's 2 Les Pauls. I do not have. If I had my druthers, I would have a 1970. Look, I'll show you. You want to know what I bought? From China. Mini humbuckers. This is a Canal Street Gibson guitar. I bought this from China about 10 years ago. They call them Chibsons. It's made really, really nice. I never, ever, 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 ever touch this. Obviously, it's counterfeit. I've never brought it to my guitar guy because I would be too embarrassed to bring it to him. It feels like a Canal Street Rolex. It feels dirty. I don't like that I have it, but it was $300. And I know a lot of people have done very well buying those AliExpress guitars, and that was DH Gate. I don't know what it was. I got it about 10 years ago. I would never touch it for it. I just don't. I put Gibson pickups in it. I changed a bunch of stuff around on it, but it just makes you feel really super dirty, Carolyn Martin says, A Complete Unknown was filmed in my billiards bar. Timothy was so generous talking to people. I knew it. He just certainly seems like that kind of guy. There was a lot of continuity problems in that movie, like the 8th Street Playhouse and the Village. I was like, that's not McDougal Street, but who the hell knows but a guy that spent half of his childhood on McDougal Street. He was joking that Bezos et al. Killed the Pope to promote the film release. Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Well, did you see the memes going around with, he had a meeting with J.D. Vance. He read him the Riot Act on immigration and migration, and then he died. So, I mean, coincidence? I don't know. But my favorite, I mean, I love my Gibson Howard Roberts fusion too. I never play it. I never ever play it. I've got I have a Japanese Stratocaster. I have a Mexican Stratocaster. I have 2 Hamers. I have a lot of guitars. I have a lot, like 16, I think I have. Too many guitars. But this is just to look nice. I would love, what would I want out of all those things? Oh, actually, you know what? I think I would want that J45 on the floor over that Gibson. I would love a Gibson acoustic. People say Martin. People say Yaris. I say L00, baby. That's what I'd love. Carolyn Martin and I like to talk about guitars a lot too. DG thinks Apocalypto. Apocalypto is savage stuff, but it's great. Braveheart. Yeah, I mean, sure. Braveheart's great. It was his first directorial debut. Won Oscars, I mean, that was going around. What was that movie with Kevin Costner, the Bird, when these actors were directing great films? He's a great director. He's terrific. I love The Postman, and nobody liked that movie but me. Prayers for Gus. Thank you, Jojo. Robin's Bird, In the Passion, when God's tears fall from heaven still gets me. Oh man, that movie destroyed it. I think I was curled up in a ball in the movie theater watching that film. That was crazy. And I know he's gone way off the deep end. He believes in Vatican I Catholicism, and when people take stuff too seriously. And Hume, Ben, Whose Wings, Alan Partridge, they're the only band the Beatles could have been. Oh, wow. What a fantastic guitar collection. Respect. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm a singer who can play a little bit of guitar. Hey, Oisin O'Malley just sent me a picture of a Steinway D. What do you got? What is this? I just got what is this? Oh, shit, that's me. What the fuck? What the fuck? This is Bill Evans Steinway. Is this going to work? You're a psychopath. That's me from like 20 years ago? What the hell? They were in, oh, that's crazy. Where did you get that? Oh my God. Ush. It's so dark. I don't know, 20 years ago or so, they were working at a studio down. It was called, it was in Hell's Kitchen. What was that place? It was a beautiful studio. Anyway, Sheen's doing some kind of orchestra stuff or whatever. He was doing cutting some piano tracks for a Mr. North record. And they had Bill Evans Steinway, D Concert Grand, New York. Holy mackerel. Can I get this? Sheen just sent this to me. Holy, can you see this? Will you be able to hear it though? It is in, if you can't hear it, you can't hear it. Shit. Oh, it's New York. You can't hear it, right? It's dark. Oh, look at that. The tuning is quite lovely. I forgot how to play Bohemian Rhapsody. Accelerated action. Wow, I'm gonna bore you with that stuff. Hilarious. I can't wait to watch that. Oh my God, Oisin, where did you find that, you maniac? How cool is that? That's from a long time ago. What was the name of that? What was the name of that? It started with a B. Clinton. It was Clinton Recorders. It's gone now, but that piano is super. I think it's a 1943 Steinway. It's well before the Teflon era. Teflon era is the 60s when they started using Teflon on the hammers and stuff like that. Oh yeah, that was a thing. Wow, mind blown. Amazing. That was crazy. Where was I? Okay. Ray, $2, £2, €2. Important watch. I'm so blown away by that video. I didn't even know that existed. I knew I saw one of you, and it was shot on like maybe is that 2007. I think it was the first iPhones, or maybe I shot the one of you on my Ericsson phone. Wow, Peanut Butter Falcon, LeBouf Best. Okay, yeah, that's a great one. Carolyn Martin says Shane McGee are watching it tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow, great. Very cool. Panel Power. Remember when Gibson had to censor a line from the last? Yes. We all know about that. We have no other god but Caesar. That's the one, right? That's the one you're talking about. Yeah, it's controversial to some. So when an intruder breaks into your place, that's the guitar you would grab. I'd grab two. I've got two arms. I'd grab the Howard Roberts and I'd grab the Telly. Yeah. Dean, Dax, Goose Hunter. We have all been down Dirk guitar rabbit hole many, many, many times. I've like, have we? I need to start collecting other things, my friend. And you keep on rocking in the free world. Thanks, buddy boy, for that. Super Tattoo. Dances with Wolves. Yeah, that's a great one. It's a great one. Let me get to the Gallery of Bastards since we got a bunch of them today. So let's do that first. The Gallery of Bastards.
The Gallery of Bastards. Send me the shots that sublime the observer. The Gallery of Bastards. You share them with me, and I share with
the world. Andrew, I got home from work and the cats couldn't wait for me. Let's go. Oh, look at her. Hello, sweet baby. Keeping it warm for you, Andrew. 100%. How did I find The Last Mohican? I loved the font that they used in the beginning of that movie, and I don't like that actress. Daniel was, of course, magnificent. Yeah, it was a great movie. Thank you, Andrew. You're beautiful. Keeping your bed warm for you. That's beautiful. Bill, Joe LaFaro, $4.99 for Bill. Thanks, buddy. Here's a little bit. I'm going to do this again just because I'll do the beginning of it because it's Bernstein. Just a little bit of it. Thank you, handsome Joe. Yeah, and you know, in his apartment, he didn't have a Steinway. He had a Bosendorfer because I was there. He had a Bosendorfer in there. He had the Imperial Grand. That could be a whole show. Sheen, why don't we start a piano channel? And then you will never believe the weirdos that will show up. Paul's got a friend who's a church organist. And all church organist guys are kind of keep to themselves. They're all brilliant musicians. And, you know, they have to play all these crazy with all the draws and all that stuff. And these guys are all, like, I've been in a room with them. They're all very, very quirky and similar. It's very interesting. There's probably, I've never looked for it, but I bet there's a YouTube channel for, like, that community. It would have to be, right? Steve McLeod of the Clan McLeod. Amazing. Oh, look at this. It's lovely here. Oof. Wow. Wowee. Isn't that lovely? Little seaside town in Scotland. Oof. Oh, look at that. Look at what we've done to manipulate the sea. Incredible. The framing of these are absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Wowee. Oh, this is lovely stuff. Oh, beautiful stuff, man. Did I forget to give you one, baby? I'll do that. Just for that, I'm going to give you. I was just so gobsmacked that he had a video. I'm so sorry. I was so gobsmacked that he had a video from like 20 years ago. Oh man, how we were just when we saw that piano, we were like, he goes, you have to see this thing. Oh my God. I took a video of him and I walked around the piano. He's playing like Chopin or something really pretty. And yeah, because he went to the fancy Royal Academy. Beautiful. Yeah, his classical chops are excellent. Beautiful. Steve Mac 3, thank you so much. These are beautiful, man. Gorgeous. And I love your framing. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Thank you so much. So much talent. So many talented folks. Here's Ray Ray. Oh, here's the kids. You ready? There they are. They're all here. Oh, isn't it lovely? God, I know exactly what that field smells like, my friends. That's what my childhood looked like in Enniscrone, because that's all there was over there. We were friends with all of them. That's beautiful where you are. All right, nice. Let's get a blow up. Very cool. Look at you doing the Oisin O'Malley. Did you put tape on the watch, though? I hope you did. Beautiful. Thank you, Ray Ray. Thank you so much. No triangle for you. I'm not going to give you a triangle. And then we've got, okay, Sir Julian's. We all wish you well, Julian, and hope you feel better. He's having a rough day. For those of you who missed the earlier part of the show, he was having a very rough morning with his health. But we're thinking of him. Look how beautiful that is. Astonishing. As always. Gorgeous work. Oh, that's beautiful. How do you guys feel about, we were just talking about, because we're having an outing on Saturday. We're going to be doing lunch, brunch, or whatever, and a museum for some very special guests that are coming into New York. And they took the Teddy Roosevelt statue away from the front of the museum. Now, it was Teddy Roosevelt on a horse, and there was like a Native American person, and I believe it was somebody of African American persuasion. Anyway, this particular statue was there for the entire time, and it was perceived as racist by some people. And I don't know. How do you guys feel about like those kind of statues? I understand, like, statues of some people, but I was like, I don't know about that guy. What do you think about stuff like that? All of a sudden, lions aren't cool. That's beautiful. Look at the shadow. Beautiful. Oh, yeah. Oh, this is all about light today. Beautiful. Julian always chooses. Now we all know that he had all his clown photography. His beautiful gallery of Pagliacci, which was incredible. Oh, that's good. Look at this. She's having a fag, right? Taking a bit of a break there. She looks like she's an air hostess, doesn't she? Oh, are they air hostesses? Look at that. That's how I feel, Joe. You can't change history by remember. That's how I feel, And, Teddy Roosevelt did so many amazing things, like the Grand Canyon and Yosemite. He made sure that specific lands could never, ever be built on or touched. He did some great things, and he wasn't around for slavery or the plight of the indigenous people. I think what they were trying to establish in that was that he was a protector of their lands. And that's a shame, because it's gone now. And apparently nobody wanted it, so it wound up in a crate somewhere in Iowa. I don't know. Haven't we all gone mad? And racing history, I've said this on the show a million times. Racing history from our books, the only thing it does do is it'll make these kids never know that there was a Holocaust or any kind of, the Syrian crisis, or what happened, with Yugoslavia, or the plight of, if you start removing the text and art depictions, then people will think we've always been pterodactyls. Isn't it great? I'm a pterodactyl. That was my joke from the other day. Julian, great. Look, who's this guy having a bit of a nosh? Look at that. Amazing. It almost look at that painting in the background. He's in front of some swanky art gallery. Beautiful. For sale, price reduced. The Paramount. Wow. Amazing. Gorgeous light. These extraordinary. Think of the teddy bear. That's right, Joe LaFaro. Think of the teddy bear. There was no such thing as a teddy bear before him. Look at that. These are gorgeous, Julian. Astonishingly beautiful. Let's go back to that one because it was beautiful. Beautiful. And a pair of cherries. Beautiful work. Feel better, our dearest Julian. We love you. This is your gang, man. We're your tribe. Thank you so much. Ray wants to know, urgent, can you dip potato into a jar of green olive spread? No, because potatoes are too thin. Every time I have to go to the courts, I always wind up going to the local Irish in Woodside. So what did I get there? Big loaf of Brennan's, and I got a big potato. And we had it for lunch. I made a nice cheddar sandwich. But you know what's really sad? I had no milk in the house, so I couldn't have a cup of tea. There's nothing worse than an Irish sandwich lunch without a cup of tea. Because I can't drink tea without milk. It's got milk, no sugar. That's just how it works. Thank you so much. And speaking of Speedy Tuesday, so I don't think you can now. You need a heartier chip. Go for Kyo's. Those are hearty chips. And they're magnificently good. Hey, beautiful Michaela de Chatillon. Hello, lovely. We had fun yesterday. I was just talking to the crowd earlier saying what a great time we had yesterday. Super duper fun. It was great to be back. There's Ardino. Wait, there goes. Why are you so slow? Looking great with his 3861. Speedy Tuesday. Amazing. Yeah, that's the right way. Perfect size. 42 on Dean's wrist looks just about right. Doesn't it? I think so. Ray again. Always got some Ray with your big Fu Manchu there. My Fu Manchu's gone already. My beard grows so fast. It's like unbelievable. So much gray. Whatever happened to Ray? You're a card, aren't you? Look at that kitty cat. That's beautiful. Having a stretch there on the rock, on the stump. Can I just say, is every gate in Ireland that gate? Are those the only gates that were ever made in Ireland? I don't know if that's how it was in Dublin, but every gate in the West looked like that gate. Ray, thank you for that beautiful kitty. It's amazing shot. You captured it just right. Oh, here's another one. Before I call the boss. Who is this cat? This is your neighbor's cat. Look at this. This one looks like he's gotten into a couple of fisticuffs. Look at the ear there. Oh, you're a beauty. Is he a sweet cat? That looks like a big boy to me. Big tomcat. A cat and a watch, says Joe LaFaro. Thank you. There's a bunch of super chats. I'll get to them right after the gallery, my friends. Thank you so much. That was before I called him boss. Oh, you call him boss. Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, here's a good one for the crowd. I too soon. There you go. Yeah, exactly. Make the Vatican great again. Yeah, I saw that the jokes are everywhere that he's made himself Pope and all that stuff. I know more about poping than anybody's ever known about poping. Jesus Christ. And it's time for madness, Mark and Mindy madness. JBB, I could not agree with you more about John Lydon. He's the real McCoy. They are a manufactured shite band, but I love Public Image. I don't like the Sex Pistols at all. I think it's punk by numbers. But I do love John Lydon with all of my heart. And John Lydon's the biggest Kate Bush fan ever. Hey, Mork. Beautiful. And I'm not a hairband guy. I'm not into that wearing shit. He had a song called 17. That's not good. We were just 17. You know what I mean. I don't think I do. Oh, look at you, beautiful Mork. Enjoying the sunshine. Oh, look at the direct look. Isn't that amazing? A cat in a watch. Look at that. Cat on a box. I'm the cat in the box. Oh, I love this. Look at you, you beautiful boy. Oh, and Mindy having a sleep, having a snooze, having a kip. She's out for the count, huh? This kitten looked so much like her today. I tried to get in there and get it, but cat wasn't having me. Second they saw that I was looking for an opportunity, they took off. Beautiful. Look at you. Having a sleepy sleep. Mork and Mindy madness. Usually it's him having the snooze and she's having the alert time. Oh, look at that. We love our Mork and Mindy. Thank you, Melly C and Andy M. Hey, Joe LaFar wants to know if you can order a cat from Amazon. I hope not. That would be disgraceful. Spring has sprung in my village, says Ken Furby. Oh, it most certainly has. Look how beautiful that is. Look at that. Look at that beautiful sky, too. It's really hot in New York today. Really, really super duper hot. Beautiful, Ken Furby. Thank you so much. And then we've got Martin Brown. Hey, Mart and Bronson. Yeah, I was petrified. I said, "Oh, I hope it's not for mousing." Oh, look at Bronson looking at the river. Look at that. Look at you, you beautiful baby. What a great shot. Taken from up high. Look at that. Yeah, well, you know this. Hey, JBP, thanks a lot. John Lydon, I fucking love him. I'm a huge Public Image Limited fan. Huge. He was the talent in the band. The rest of them, well, not all of them. I mean, Sid Vicious, that's a joke. He wasn't even on Nevermind the Bollocks. Look at you, Bronson. Oh, man, look at the size of this cat. Jesus. This is the best part. The crazy. It's almost like, when a cat's been sculpted or a lion's been sculpted. Look at him versus the size of that sink. Jesus. Amazing. The Buddha of suburbia. I knew what you meant by that. Power. Thank you so much. K today. It's a K shot. Look. You guys ready for K? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for this? Here's our K. Look at that. Upvote right now. Upvote. Upvote for K. Look at our beautiful K. Look at her furs all grown almost completely back. She's in her natural habitat. Look at her. What an absolute... Oh, Drew. It just melts my heart. Look at that. Oh, my God. You beautiful baby. We love you, Kay. She's our special girl. Okay. Thank you, Drew. Thank you so much. Okay, everybody. If that doesn't make your heart bleed, my God, what could? Becky Brown, you've got a lovely daughter. That was totally in the wrong key. Look at this Kyoto. She's just returned from her trip to Japan, she told me. Look at this magical stuff. Look how magical Japan is. Incredible. Incredible. Look at this, just the civilization of this people and this world. This is unlike any other thing on planet Earth. It is unlike anything else. Look at that. Like, we all do the same stuff. We all have the same kind of buildings. They don't. Look at just the beauty of it. Look at that. It's magical. Wow, Fuji. Whoa. Look at that. Incredible. My dearly departed friend T-Boy Todd Confessori was a big roadie for lots of bands. He used to just say, whenever he went on a tour or picked up a gig, he would say, we want to see their Japanese itinerary, because if they weren't going to Japan, he wouldn't jump on the tour, because that's all he ever wanted to do was go back. How beautiful is this? Wow. Magical, Becky Brown. Magical. Look at that. Beautiful. That's incredible. Look at that. Wow, these are magical. Thank you, Becky Brown. Thank you, and welcome home. I know it's tough. She's saying it's hard to adjust after living in that beautiful lifestyle. Incredible. But thank you, Becky Brown. Fergal McDermott, what do you have here, Fergal? Fergal, what do you have for us today on offer? It looks like full Irish to me. Looky there. Oh, with blood pudding and all. Oh, Jesus. Yeah. Well, that's been off my menu for quite a long time, but I'll eat the eggs. Look at those eggs. Look good. Nice fry up there. Did you see, if you're watching Mobland, Helen Mirren gives the brat kid a big fry. Amazing. Christopher Ward with my favorite bezel. I love that bezel. Amazing. So many different things. Listen, man, this watch brand knows how to mix it up, man. And that crown is amazing. I love that. Look at that. Look at that. The percentage on there. Look at that. Power reserve right down. It looks like a speedometer. Fergal, amazing. Hope you enjoyed your brekkie. Hope it was great. It looks amazing. Makes your house smell better. Okay, here we go. Lord H, ladies and gentlemen. Lord H. Solarius, right? What is this? This is Solarms. I don't know much about Casios, but I've got one. Andy, he's got the best Chris Ward stuff ever. Oh, here's the unboxing. $21.92. Amazing. Look at that. You can't go wrong. Is that vintage? That would cost more than that now. 10-year battery? Jesus. Look at that. Very cool. I know, listen, man, there's a lot of people out there that are big time Casio guys, and that's cool. Very cool. Thank you so much. Spring, says Joe LaFaro. Speaking of tutors, speaking of Paul McCartney and Wings, here says Paul McCartney and Wings Pepsi on the wrist of our very own Joe LaFaro. Amazing. I love the off-white on the dial. It's just, that makes it even more beautiful. And that bezel, man, that looks like the original ones. That's what I like it the best. And the knurling. I love it. I guess if I ever got a tutor, it would probably have to be that. And that crown is so big. I love a big crown. Joe. Amazing. You got some basil, some basilico going on over there, huh? Wow. Amazing. Roar the Tiger says that Casio is a world timer. Look out. Look out, watches and wonders. Thank you, Jojo. Amazing. Amazing. JC Kingsley Borders. This is very cool. What is this? Oh, this is very cool. This is very punk rock. I hate when Bono talks about how their U2's so punk rock. I'm like, don't say that. Stop saying you're punk rock. We came out of punk rock. You did not. God. I'm a big U2 fan and I love Bono, but Jesus, would you shut your trap? Shut your gob. Jesus. We were born out of punk rock. You weren't. Maybe new wave, pal. That's a great shot. That should be somebody's album cover, though. Right? Thank you, JC. That was amazing. Incredible. Ray. Oh, here's more of the cat. Or did you send it twice? I think you sent it twice. Okay. Just double checking. Yeah, you did. You sent it twice. Yeah, great. And then John Badner. Hey, JBB. Need to take the IWC out. That's a very beautiful IWC, buddy. Amazing. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, I did a whole show on IWC last week because, it's like a brand that I just, need to get familiar with, have to have a much more intimate relationship with because they are beautiful. This is gorgeous. Mark 20. Bracelet's beautiful. Oh, looks great on you too, man. Amazing. Great shot. Yeah, IWC. Incredible. Thanks, pal. Carolyn Martin. Choices, choices, choices. Well, as a rule, I don't drink harp because I don't know what it does to me. It makes me into a lunatic. So Guinness. You almost perfectly. Well, no, not quite. You're trying to split the G there. It's in a real Guinness pint, though. That's an actual Guinness pint glass, not that new shite one that they have. I can't drink harp. I get drunk off of it. I get drunk off of. If I had 2 harps, I need to go to bed. I'm done. I don't know what's in it. It's not like it's more alcoholic, but I do love the way harp tastes. But I'd go Guinness, and I can have 1 Guinness, and I can't have any more than that. But she's over in Ireland. I hope she's having a great time. She's having a little trippy trip. She reached out to me and to find out what were some things she needs to see while she was there. Now Dublin's not my town; it's Usher's town, so I'm sure he probably gave her the full gamut of it. But I just told her the usual stuff: the Storehouse, St. Patrick's, the Phoenix Park, or St. Stephen's Green. I gave all the usuals. Go up to Hoth if you can. Etc. 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 Panel Power. Florence before the flood watch. Very cool. Very Oisin O'Malley in your. Looks like you took a page out of that. Look at that with your beautiful Aquaterra, man. Look at that. You're the only person I know who ever got that color, and now it's officially my favorite. The red lacquer dial. It's like cherries. It's absolutely gorgeous. Gorgeous Panel Power. Right there on the Arnaud. Amazing. Yeah, they had some wicked floods over there. I didn't think every time I've ever been to Florence, there's never any water in the Arno. There's never anything there. Best Speedy anywhere. Just saying, says Carolyn Martin, the girl with the wrench there. Yeah, sure. She's got an 861. You got an 861. You got an 861. Sure. On that leather, that looks absolutely crazy. Yeah, it looks amazing. Or is that alligator? Some beast. A great shot, too. Amazing. Amazing shot. Great. Carolyn Martin and Panel Power closing us out for the Gallery of Bastards in Firenze. The heart of the Renaissance. Amazing. Well, this is Paris, though, no? Is that not Winged Victory? It is. Yeah. Didn't you say it was Florence? Hold on a second. Am I crazy? Speaking of wings, you're in the Drew B. Did you send me a moon swatch? Did I get another piece of mail that got stuck to? That's Winged Victory. So this is in Le Louvre. Le Louvre. But yeah, speaking of wings, when you were young and your heart was an open book. Look at that. Amazing. Thanks, buddy. Drew, let me go look for it right now because I didn't see it. Because I check them all up. Going down. Dean will be so pleased that it wound up in my spam folder. How crazy is that? Dean, are you thrilled now that it wound up in the spam folder just for you? Gmail put the moon swatch in the bin. Oh my God. Did you do that remotely? How the hell did you? Oh my God. Oh my God. That's amazing. This is Neptune, right? Yeah, this is a very cool one. How funny is that? I mean, listen, I liked them. I got one. I just think it's crazy that he's like, where's the moon swatch? And I wasn't there. And I went and I looked, and where was it? It was in the bin. So that just made Dino's night. It just made his night. Unbelievable. Great. Look at this. I can blow the shit out of that. Yeah. Let's all just send him one. Should we just do that? Should we just send him one? I think we should. Anyway, thanks. That's the Gallery of Bastards, guys. Thank you so much. Where's my song? There it is.
The Gallery of Bashtards. Send me the shots that sublime the absurd. The Gallery of Bashtards. You share them with me, and I share with the world.
You want to get a couple of the super chats that came in here. $4.99 for Bill Evans, Concert D, Joe LaFar, for Teddy Roosevelt, for the teddy bear, and JBB. You slagged the Sex Pistols, but you've redeemed yourself with your pro. I love John Lydon. He sells it exactly how he feels. No bullshit. And I love Public Image. Love it. For K. Oh, you know what? Big bang boom for that. Big bang boom for that. Let's go huge super chat. Okay, and she's the most beautiful. K for Cats. He makes the sink look small. Absolutely crazy. So well said, John Lydon, great bloke. Acquaintance of mine. You know John Lydon? Ray? You know Johnny Rotten. He hates when people say that. I don't mind. I don't ever call him Johnny Rotten. So stupid. Sid Vicious. You ever hear the joke about how the Sex Pistols recording? Well, they weren't, because he didn't record with them, Sid Vicious. He was just like an afterthought. He fit the suit. He was Johnny Bravo. Joe LaFaro, do you know that reference? He was Johnny Bravo. He fit the suit. Yeah, he was, not on that shit. Yeah, they were just not punk. But John Lydon is punk. He's punk beyond punk. Japan, the softness of cherry blossoms and the sharpness of the blades of the katanas. Everything that they do is amazing. Nice, Christopher Wards. That's a Casio World Timer. It sure is. That watch battery will last longer than most marriages. Nice, Scotty H. Have a World Time too. You like Casios, but you hate moon swatches. It's interesting. BB, around the time his dear wife's passing for quite a while. Wow. That's unbelievable. Tudor Heaven. You were in Tudor Heaven. Tudor Heaven. Ray, his song Hawaii, a tribute to his wife, quite powerful. I love Hawaii. Amazing stuff. Yeah, he's great. He's great. Hey, Dirk. Hey, Time Flies. Great to see you in the room. Great to see you. Harp, 1980s steroids. Yeah, I just can't do it. Outstanding Omega. That's to you, Dino. Did you miss the moon swatch? You did until we found it. Thanks for doing that. Nike, you're talking about the god, not the sneakers. Yes, you were at the Louvre. I went there after Italy last month. Yeah, to win victory. I prefer the look of the Speedy on the leather. The Speedmaster can be on anything. It's the ultimate strap monster watch. We all know that. It's the greatest. It looks great on everything. But yeah, I love the way it looks on that too. Especially if you have a deployant. Amazing. Look at this rain. Look at that. How do you do that? Do you have a special emoji keyboard? Or are you just hanging out with all the 14-year-old girls? How the hell do you know how to do those? Are you on? Who watches this show on a phone? I mean, is that stupid for me to ask? Do most people watch stuff on their phones? Right now, Dirk's like, Elsheen's like, oh, Dirk, you need to get on TikTok and Instagram, which I'm on, but I don't do much. I guess most people do watch stuff on their phones, right? But by the way, name dropping, not my thing. No kidding. If you only knew. Meanwhile, you live in the west of nowhere. Holy crap. How do you meet all these people? The excursions? How do you do that? I live in New York City. You know who I know? I know you. I don't know any famous people. It's fucking terrible. That's what it is. Moonwatch spam. What a crescendo to the show. Johnny Bravo. I knew Joe LaFaro would know who Johnny Bravo is. And then Greg went to Greg's head and he got all stupid. And mom and dad couldn't take him anymore. And he had a fight with Marcia. It was really, really ugly. Anyway, guys and girls, thanks so much. That's the show. Thanks to all the beautiful people, Andrew and John Doe and Ray and Hume. Thank you, Hume, very, very much. Joe LaFaro, JBB. I love John Lydon and Joe LaFaro. Thanks so much. And of course, all the beautiful Patreons. Thank you so much. Let me put you on here because you keep the lights on. Thanks so much, everybody, for Speedy Tuesday. I hope you have a beautiful and wonderful day. I'll see you tomorrow for Grail Watch, whatever Wednesdays. We're going to have the unveiling of the beautiful puppy names. I can't wait to find out about that. And yeah, I can't wait. I don't know either. She didn't tell me. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. Highlights of the show, all your beautiful pictures, your kind words. Julian's feeling better, the miraculous K, of course, all the great stuff, and the Moonwatch email going in the bin. I mean, that just, Drew, I don't even know how to say, like, it must have made Dean's day. You can't see it. Good night, everybody. Have a great time. Remember to hold the door open. Remember to say please and thank you. And remember, if you meet somebody who's not so kind, you know what to do. Hold the door open. Be kind. Tell them how good they look today. You know, give them the benefit of the doubt. You never know, because some people just need to hang themselves. They could be the nicest person in the world going through the worst thing in the whole wide world. Or maybe they're just a cunt.